from the basement, I'm straight as the street, man, I come from the pavement, I mean, wham, bitch on the bed, brand new whip, got no keys, tell them my clothes, no snitch, keys, soon as I nut, you can go, leave, got M's in the bank, like yes, indeed, me and my dog,
Hey everyone, it's JD Lynn, and welcome back to my channel. Today, I got a story for y'all. Your girl is tight. I may have looked happy because I'm happy to see y'all, but your girl ain't happy in life. And I have so much tea and gossip, and if you guys want to hear it, stay tuned because I'm over it. Working in the workforce and a non-profit, it just ain't it. They just love to abuse their workers, and I'm gonna tell you all about it. I gotta tell you about my position. I gotta tell you about a little background story about how they abusing and using. But we'll do that. Before we get into it, like, share, and subscribe, and let's get into it. This video is a little more serious, but welcome. Your girl's over life. Your girl's over work. Your girl's over freaking working minimum wage and not getting compensated for all the work I do. Your girl's tired, okay? And I just want to put y'all on to my life and what I'm talking about right now because I feel used and abused. Story time. But before I get into it, make sure you press that notification button so you get notified every single time that I post. And then please like, share, and subscribe. All the support is greatly needed, and all the support can add some dollars to this girl because I'm about to quit. I've gotten this close to quitting and sending a 2-week notice. I don't even want to do a 2-week notice at this point. I'm not about to show up. Fire me. Give me unemployment because at this point, I'd rather do unemployment. And I also found out I freaking have no financial aid for school, so I don't even know if I'm going to school. Like, oh my God, so much. But let me backtrack. Let me start you from the beginning. Your girl works for a non-profit. I won't say the name because they can see this. I ain't trying to get in trouble. I won't say the name, but I work for a non-profit, okay? And I've been working for this non-profit since 2014, I would say. I've been working with them since I was 14. So I would say even more years before that. But my start date for them is 2014. It is 2020. And they trying the girl. They're trying me. Talk about no seniority, no nothing. Your girl basically is not getting paid enough, and I'm pretty sure that's everyone's problem in America or in general. No one's getting compensated for the work they do. But seriously, I really do so much, and more gets added to my plate, but no dollars, no coin is being added to my plate. You know what I'm saying? But what really is getting me tight and what made me have to say this video and tell you my story is the fact that I was originally part-time at the workforce, right? Before I was working with kids, now I'm working with adults. I was starting with the workforce in 2017, okay? That was part-time with only one program, which is called HSC, which is helping people get their GED. 3 hours a day at night, okay? Corona comes around, right? The original front desk person, who also is the program associate who takes care of another program and helps people get employment. So the original front desk person leaves, right? They call JD up. JD, can you take over this position? Can you take over front desk and do HSC and do JET? I said, hell no. I said no originally. Banged it on him. Didn't bang it on him, but no. 2 weeks later, they're calling me back. JD, we really need you. We really need you. Can you please do this? Do it temporarily for 2 weeks and let me know how you feel. I did it fine because you know why? Because the person who asked me, she's a real person, a real MVP, and has always held it down for me since I was a child. So I was like, all right, for you, I got it. 2 weeks on the round, obviously that didn't happen. No one came around and asked me, oh JD, do you want to keep the position or nothing? I just continued to work, and that's my fault. My fault, right? Anyway, 2 years are going by, and I'm tired of it. I'm doing front desk, and I'm working 2 other programs, and I'm the only person doing this. And I'm like, okay, where's my money? Why am I not getting paid? So I bring it up to my supervisor, right? Well, I bring it up to my director. And my director, he goes and he tells me, don't worry, JD. We're going to separate the position. You're going to get higher money. No worries. I say, okay. All right, I guess. I didn't say I wanted to switch my position. I was okay doing front desk and all the work I was doing. Just wanted to compensate it for it, you know? But I said, okay, sure, fine. Hey, less work for me, right? They played me. About 2 months, 3 months, they're trying to get the front desk position covered. Getting a new front desk person, right? The front desk person comes and they hired. I'm like, okay, yay. That means my position should be starting. I should be getting my raise. I should be getting my bonus. Right. No. I have to go and write an email to the boss like, hey, I'm getting a new position and I'm finding out that, you know, it's the same pay as the front desk. And if that was, I'm like, I didn't say this, but if that was the case, I would have stood front desk and someone else could have taken the program associate and taken all the work. Because I handled funding after data, after attendance for over 500 people a month. I mean, a year. Like, it's crazy. And I have monthly reports that I have to do for 2 programs. And it's like, you're not paying me more? You're giving, you're switching, you're separating the positions, but you're not paying anymore? Okay. So I had to fight for that raise. And I fought. It took about 3 months for me to get a raise. And when they gave it to me, I was like, what the fuck is this? Because it sure wasn't a raise that I deserved. $21.50. I went from 19 to $21.50. I was expecting at least 23, 24. Because, we have employment coordinators. Yes, they are a higher position. But they don't do nearly as much work as I do. All of the employment coordinators come to little old JD for assistance. If they don't know something, it's JD. So why is JD getting less money and training them? It makes no sense. No sense. But all right. My problem is I stay quiet. I said, all right. And this is what they say. This is what we think you deserve, JD. $21.50. And I said, okay. Guess I could be happy with that. It is a raise, right? Come to find out that the person who took over the front desk, he's making more money than me. I'm gonna let that sink in. How is the person who took over my position making more money than me when I went up? At least I thought, and at least that's what they're trying to claim. I went up, and I'm making less money than the front desk. If that was the case, like I said, I'll be the front desk. And he does not do anything. He doesn't do nothing compared to the front desk responsibilities that I used to do as front desk. I used to walk back and forth. I used to help everyone. This person doesn't get up from the front desk. That's one. But to his supervisor, that is his job. He is front desk. He doesn't have to do anything else. All he has to do is cover the front. Okay? And because they added a little something extra, which is another funding to his front desk, they decided to give him extra money, which was 25 cents. But this whole time, I thought this guy was making $19. Because that's what I was making as front desk. So why isn't he making that as front desk? Make it make sense. So when why is the person who took over my job making more money than me, and I am getting more and more and more and more put onto my plate instead of getting more money? Used and abused, bro. And like I said, I had to fight for this raise when the raise should have been given to me from jump. If that was the case, because why did he be $21.50? If our positions had changed, so my thing is, did he get $21.50 when I got $21.50? Because why? It makes no sense to me. And the only reason we're making the same money now is because the whole agency went up to $22.50 an hour for everyone as minimum wage. But I shouldn't be getting minimum wage. This is what I have to say. So I feel used and abused, and they want to say seniority isn't a factor in here when it should be, when I've been here for years. And then they want to say that my title, my program associate, and all the other agencies don't make the same money as I do. I make the most money out of all program associates in my organization. Okay? I'm pretty darn sure I'm the only program associate that is taking care of 2 programs. Okay? So make it make sense. And again, if I'm the program associate and you're saying I make more money or I make the most money, how is the front desk person now making the same money? Make it make sense. Or more money. So yeah, your girl had a whole rant. I needed to rant and tell you guys my story because I'm over it. Y'all tell me, should I quit? Because I'm this close. I swear to God. This close. Oh, I forgot to mention. We also have this other funding, right? For youth. A whole new program. A whole new thing that we have to recruit and get more people. Which means more data entering. More things that we have to do or I have to do. Right? All the other employment coordinators got a little compensation for the oral, for the youth program, right? Why didn't I? I'm part of the team. Why didn't I get a little compensation? Because I definitely am the one entering the profiles. I'm definitely the one doing the recruiting. So make it make sense again. And that's where my first strike was, when I found that out. When I found out my whole team got compensated and I didn't. That was strike 1. Well, no, that was like strike 2. Honestly, because that happened after the raise that I had to fight for. Okay? I should have been gotten like 2 raises in between that. And I shouldn't have to ask. And then the third was the recent bullshit that I found out that my old position is getting more money than me. How? I don't know if it's me being a woman. I don't know if it's because I don't know how to advocate for myself. But at the same time, my supervisor should be the one advocating for me. She's the one that knows all the work I am doing, or she should. But like I said, I'm a program associate for 2 programs, which means I have 2 supervisors. But this one supervisor wants to claim me like she's number 1, but doesn't do what she needs to do for advocate for me. Because if this one was gonna advocate, she would have. And I'm sure they will listen because she's not as high as this one, obviously. But my thing is, she fought so hard to be my supervisor. Act like it. I really like her. I really do. But this is when I get really mad, when I don't feel like I'm getting the money I deserve. And like I said, I let it slide. I let it slide. I let it slide. How long do I have to go and let it slide? Because now, like I said, now I'm being used and abused. Now I am. because I've let it slide over and over. But anyway, guys, I know you guys are probably tired and like, girl, shut up. Nobody want to hear your problems. I got my own problems. But shit, I want to see and hear and let you guys know what's going on in my life, because that's just one. Another update. I'm supposed to be starting school in 2 weeks, and I just found out that I'm not getting any financial aid, so I don't know what I'm doing. I'm broke. May have to get a loan, but I don't want to get a loan because I don't want to owe more money. And plus, the whole job situation and everything, I'm just like, ugh, don't know what to do. JD, people keep playing JD. But it's okay. I'm going to continue life. Life is going to keep going. And you know what? I have to be grateful for what I do have. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to freaking rant. And thank you guys for listening, because a girl needed it. But tell me down below, because I know dang well down below, tell me your story. Tell me how they treating you at work, because I know for a fact ain't nobody really happy. And if you are, please tell me where you happy at, because I want to apply. I really do. But I love you guys. Okay? Please like, share, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed my story time rant. Let me know if you want to hear another one, because I can totally tell you more about my life. I can keep going. But I just had to tell you about the workforce, bro. Like, and let me know. Let me give you some tips, and maybe we can make a video of how to beat the workforce system, because I'm over it. This is close to going to the island. And yes, your girl really just came out of work to rant. But I love you guys. Bye.